us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it with the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pressure coming. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Baylor!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking to throw again. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Blue Hens are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And here he comes out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Bears! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Fighting off the defender. Hey, that's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Harper. Finds his target down the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. It's complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They try to get it outside on the left. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Harper. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Baylor! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Snagged in the middle. It's Olave. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking left. Hits the open man. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
They are set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. On target to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Harper. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown Bears! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Harper. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give. He's in open space downfield. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to buy time. Right on the money. Tackled there by the defense.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Gets it out fast. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab over the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way.
Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Baylor! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Yeah, salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Snags a quick pass on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. He's out past the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Olave. And the Blue Hens want to move quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Bringing the heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going for the marker on the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Blue Hens are marching down the field.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Caught behind the line. It's Olave. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The snap sets up the throw. Takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finds a little space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Try to get it to the edge. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Zings it complete to the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pulls it in. It's Durant.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's the pressure. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And he tacks on the extra point. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially